What's going on YouTube? This your boy coming at you with another video. And today your boy coming at you with these Ferrari Massaris. There's some designer shoes. Designer company anyway. Not big time designer like Gucci or anything, but it is designer. So let's get into it. First thing I actually want to talk about before we actually get into the shoes is the box. Like, look at the box, man. The box has this nice, like, croc skin pattern, like, all over the box, literally all over the box. I think they even have it on the bottom. Yeah, it's even on the bottom. Yeah. Nice croc skin pattern. There's the actual website right there. I actually got these out of Belvedere Blues. Anyone that lives in Illinois or well, I'll say Chicago because I don't know how many people that are living in other places in Illinois actually go to River Oaks, but anyone who's been to River Oaks know what Belvedere Blues is or have seen it. I had seen it, but I had never shopped in there until now. I'm telling you, on the internet, on their actual website, these are like $300. I paid $200 straight. Man, there you go. The item, the Razor Boss Blood, and the color is red, and your size is 9. Like I said in my fidget spinner video, I was having some sizing issues with these. I usually wear a 10, and I thought a 10 would fit in. And these, I don't know why I did. I tried on a 10, and I think I tried on an 11. The 11 was way too big. I tried, and then I tried the 10, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I felt like, okay, it's not gonna be that big once I put the sole in them, because that's usually what I do with all my shoes. I buy them. I can wear a 10 in most shoes, like at least Jordans anyway. Most Jordans I can wear a 10. But I got a 10.5 because I put an extra sole in them, which alleviates that extra space, making them fit like a 10 again. And besides, most Jordans have the little stretchy strap in the inside of them, so they don't feel as big because the strap is like pulling them down. Excuse me. But these run a bit big, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I actually pull the shoe out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's open this box and see what we're looking at here. I didn't just throw this top, so this is nice. This is actually a really nice box. It actually has monograms. It still has that leather, that croc skin look going through the inner lining of the box. And it has their logo all over the inside of the box. Just the top anyway. This is a really nice box. It still has that leather. It still has the croc skin going. Here's the additional monogram. This monogram all over the paper. Opening the paper up, and they come in bags. They come in dust bags and plastic, as you can see. You can probably see from the thing, see the plastic. Pull the shoe out of here. Set this guy off to the side because I did something different with that one already. That I want to actually ask the people. It comes in like one of the bags that you usually get with like dress shoes. it's not like a nice bag like Louboutins come in. It doesn't come in like no felt bag like Louboutins or MCM belts and stuff. I think all designer shoes come in bags. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but I think they do. I think all designer shoes come in like dust bags. So, but it's not as nice as like some of the other dust bags I've seen. Like I said, I have a dust bag that came with my MCM. That was a really nice feeling bag. This is my really nice bag. It's not a terrible bag. It doesn't feel extremely high quality. It feels like average for a dust bag. Because the dust bags that dress shoes come in are usually, you know, some decent bags. They're not like high quality bags, but they're decent. This feels a little bit more quality than what you would usually get, you know, dress shoes in. But anyway, let's get into I'm working with one hand here. Alright. Yeah, okay. It's pretty okay dust bag. It's not the best, but it does have the monogram on it, which is it's pretty decent touch. It looks like it's kind of looks like it's dyed through. If you look on the inside, you actually can't see it. So I really don't know how they put that on there, to be honest. If you look on the inside of the bag, you can't even see the monogram at all. Don't know how they actually got that on there to do that. It's pretty cool. So I'm actually curious to know how they did that. But anyway, yeah, these are they come in that plastic. It's not just plastic. There's no real quality difference from that plastic and any other type of plastic. So yeah. So I'm just gonna tell you that now. It's just plastic. And you guys can obviously tell where the design of the shoe comes from. Of course, the Christian Louboutins, the red bottom sneakers, the spikes. I'm not actually sure what those sneakers actually called, but I know they have spikes on them. The Louboutins. I think they actually may be called Louboutin spikes. Maybe. Not sure. Anyone that knows a lot about Louboutin naming and branding and stuff, let me know. But I actually want a pair of those. I've been excuse me. I've been looking on Poshmark a lot and trying to see who's got the best price for Louboutins. And for the most part, I've seen a lot of people selling them for $500 and $600. I've seen a couple of people selling them for $400. So I'm trying to see if I can cut them and get them to cut that in half. I actually did see one guy that was selling them for I think $220, but they were not my size. He had on his chart, he had a size 8, I think, 8 or 9. About a size, I think it was an 8 though, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna fit it. But I didn't even ask because I'm not gonna buy them now, so I didn't want to ask a bunch of questions and not actually be buying the shoe. So yeah. But anyway, these are massaris. They actually have a bunch of other ones. They have some that have rhinestones on them, which I've also seen in Louboutins. These are awesome. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. The sole looks like it's really flat, but it's the inside is actually pretty comfortable. Because when you look on the side, it kind of has like a little bit of a contour to it, just a little bit. So your foot's not sitting completely flat. And if it does become a problem, my feet sit really flat. The sole is actually really comfortable. It has some decent give to it, so it's really comfortable. And I'll probably put an arch support in it. So yeah, love them. But something I have noticed about these in particular that a lot of shoes I own have issues with, mainly Jordans. My Timbs don't really have this issue either. I've seen them on my Adidas, and I've seen this issue with Jordans and regular Nikes as well. None of the I haven't seen that issue with my I cannot think of the name of them, Volanos. I have not seen this issue with my Volanos, but I have seen it with a bunch of Nikes and stuff. So yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. Glue marks. Glue marks. I have plenty of shoes that do have the ever hated glue mark issue. There's not one spot of glue anywhere on this shoe. No glue. Now you might see where some of the black near the midsole looks like it kind of faded onto the red, like right here. But you really can't notice it from a distance, and that's only because I'm looking close, or maybe some of the dye didn't reach all the way down, but it's not really noticeable, and you're not going to see it from a distance, which still may be an issue with foreign, like designer shoes, and it's really like just near the bottom. No one's really going to see that, and if that is an issue for you, you can always find out what the color of this shoe is, and the thing says blood, so I'm guessing that it's blood red. So you can probably always go get some blood red leather paint and touch that up if that's a big issue for you. There's no glue anywhere on this thing. I really thought that this was going to be a shoe that was glued together because it was not a big time designer shoe. I really did think it was going to be one of those that was going to be glued together. At first I thought the spikes were glued on. After looking at them, take this paper out, look on the inside here, you can see these little knots here. What that is the backings to the spike. Each individual spike has a backing. So they're basically tacked in there, and then the rest of the leather is sewed around it. And this shoe has about at least 3 to 4, maybe more spikes on here, man. Looking at it, so I can kind of see where that $200 is going to come from, because I'm pretty sure they're buying these spikes by the bundle. So they're not buying them like you or I may be buying them off eBay and getting them for like 10. You might get a pack of them for like $5. But when you think about it, like a shoe like this, even that $5 is going to add up when you have to make different shoes. And this shoe comes in black, red, and navy blue. As you can see, I have the red pair. So yeah, considering that you have 3 different shoes to make and you have to make a certain number, it's definitely going to add up. And as you can see on the inside of here, it is a US 9, genuine Italian calfskin, the leather outer and lining. So it's good leather. Actually, you can see on the side, like when I press on it, this leather is really shiny too, so you can see it a little bit though. When I'm pressing on it, it's changing. This has a backing to the logo. It's actually a sticker. It's plastic. It's got plastic on the front of it. Let's see if I can get this plastic off of here. There we go. That plastic off of here. So you can see that. How nice that's made. I mean, as you can see, you can actually see how this is raw leather right here. So it's not bad. And for that sizing issue, if you can look in the back and you can tell that the back is not narrow. Like the front, in the front is actually longer than I thought. Same thing I did with the tempos. I thought the toe was gonna stop right here. Okay, I thought the toe was gonna cut off right here. That's what I told my mom. She asked why I didn't get a smaller size. I didn't want to go down. I thought the toe would stop here, but the toe actually stops more up here, like a normal shoe does. Because you do have some shoes that have where it stops. The cutoff is back here and not actually at the toe. So, you know, that's what I thought. And I thought them, and you know, the other ones, my toe was like was already sitting up around this region anyway. So I didn't want to go back any further. My toe be sitting way up here and actually, or whatever, you know, and my toe be pushed in or something. So, but no, the toe actually has more room in it than I thought. But the back, the toe wasn't even the issue. The toe was really comfortable. The back was the big issue. There was just so much room in the shoe that no matter what I did, even with a sole, I put 3 soles in it to try to see if somehow that would alleviate the issue. No. But I ended up getting exchange because the store doesn't do refunds. Mom says that's kind of bogus. It is, but it's not, because stores that sell stuff like that is always, she thinks they're getting scammed, but she thinks we're getting scammed, but they're the ones that are always scammed, because people will go into stores like these and buy items and products that they know that they can't afford. They'll wear them and then like try to clean off the bottom as best as they can, and then try to return them because they knew that they couldn't afford them. So that store ends up losing money because now they have to give you back money. They have to give you back money because you couldn't afford the shoe. You just wanted the shoe so that you could try to flex. So now they have to give you back money, which is something stores just generally don't like to give back money. A lot of stores don't like to give back money, even though it's not their policy that they don't take refunds. But you can always see the look on like managers' faces and stuff when you return stuff. They're just kind of like, because that location loses money because they have to give you back money. And that's just something businesses generally don't like to do. They don't like to have to give you money. They like to take money. And, you know, that's just not me saying it. My cousin actually works at Marshall's, and he says people do that all the time. He says, in fact, a lady actually came in there and tried to return some underwear she bought, and you could tell that they've been worn. So she actually had those on her butt, and then came and tried to return them after she wore them. And, you know, that's completely disgusting, but people will try to do things like that, where they will try to return things after they've worn them, you know, so that they can flex and try to be better than someone else. So I don't blame them, because when you're selling things like this, you're selling designer products. Like, this is a $300 shoe. I got them for $200, you know, but this is a $300 shoe, and with that, they are very much so susceptible to someone coming in there and trying to run game on them because of that, you know. And And what is it now? It's April now, so you know prom is coming up. Prom is coming up. Luncheon is coming up, and you know people are gonna be trying to get stuff like this for prom. So, you know, in my prom and my girlfriend's prom, well, mostly my girlfriend's prom. Not really. A lot of people in my prom were wearing more dress shoes than at hers. At her prom, this is basically all you saw was people wearing gym shoes and stuff like this. You know, but you know, it was at both, but mostly at hers. But still, you're gonna have kids coming out trying to flex, and then they're gonna be trying to return these the next day after they didn't wear on and stuff. And you can tell the ones who are planning to return their shoes because they don't really do nothing. They're real careful with how they move and stuff, you know. Or they're, you know, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that hurts stores because when you try to return them, you return them and, you know, they check and they're like, okay, cool. You know, there's no dirt on the bottom. I've seen most of the time when I go in stores, that's all they do is check to make sure there's no dirt on the bottom. But they don't look back again and be like, well, hold on, there's a crease in the back of the shoe, and then now they can't put that shoe back on the shelf because you just fucked up the shoe. They can't put that back on they can't even put it back on the shelf. They can't resell it because you messed up the back of the shoe. So now the stores losing money because they can't actually even resell that shoe. Oftentimes, when you do return shoes to stores, they're able to put them back on the shelf. When they're messed up at, you know, in a certain way, they cannot resell those. It's illegal. They can't resell them. So, you know, you make stores lose money doing that. So I don't really blame them for not wanting to do returns and stuff because a lot of people return things for the wrong reasons. They don't return them because they don't like them or because they, you know, there's something wrong with the shoe. They return them because they couldn't afford them in the first place and they know that they need that $300 back. But anyway, I did a lace swap on this one. They both come with these kind of like waxy looking laces. They kind of look like tires. Just a little bit looks like a tire. You know, little lace up going on there. Then I did them with the red. Just to give you guys just to have a different look. I like the red laces and I like the black, but I also, on this particular shoe, I don't really care much for how old and worn these look. They look like a dusty black instead of just being a flat black. They kind of like a blackish gray color. It kind of makes them look a little bit dirty. And because of this design of the shoe, I don't like them. These laces I would probably put in like a different shoe, you know. But for these, that black looks like makes them look dirty. I kind of do like the red, just that bright. I know it's brighter than the shoe. The shoe's a bit darker, but that bright red does kind of bring out the shoe just a little bit. In my opinion, it brings them out, makes them pop, makes them stand out a bit more as a shoe, and you know that's what I like. Excuse me. I like my shoe to stand out a little bit. These don't really need to stand out much because it's approaching summer. It's creeping towards summer here anyway, and one thing it's gonna be sunny, and as you can see, the spikes do shine and shimmer and dance about like diamonds. Think I'm getting? Look at that. That really like dances about like it's diamonds. These spikes are so shiny. They really dance like they're diamonds. And that's how the rhinestones on the other shoes actually do. The shoes really do dance like diamonds. And They don't need help standing out, but I like I like my shoes to look really good. And like Eminem says, your shoes are 50% of your outfit. You can have on the best looking outfit in the world, but if you have on busted shoes, you can't go, man. It automatically throws your outfit off. You know. So I don't know. What do you think, man? What do you guys think? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys down in the comments. Let me know what you think. How you feeling? Let me know. I was thinking about putting some white laces in them. I'm not sure, but if I don't put red or black, is there any other colors that you think I should put in these shoes? What do you think? Drop it in the comments. Let me know, red or black, or if there are any colors that you think personally would look good in these shoes. Let me know. But if I get this thing to focus, yeah. Well, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Does anyone have any of these? Also, let me know that down in the comments. Do y'all have these? Do y'all have anything else from this brand? They also make jeans and jackets and stuff. Let me know if y'all have any of the apparel or any of the other shoes from this company. If so, how do you like them? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Are they underrated? Well, they're definitely not overrated, because I've never heard anyone talk about them. So I personally think that they're underrated for the price point that you get them for. Yeah, if you go on a lot of like eBay or talk to your brother or something, or a friend of yours, you could probably get some Balenciagas for about $350 or whatever, or 200 and something. But as far as a shoe, I think it's pretty good for what you're charging. And these definitely look better than Balenciagas. Balenciagas aren't ugly, but these look better. But anyway, like I said, I'm out. Y'all stay breezy, stay safe. Peace.